Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, happy top 8 for the finale of season 3. So sorry the music was a little weird. I wanted to do some Tekken 4 soundtrack, but I didn't have time before we started today. I was kind of rushing through stuff before we went live, and I didn't have time to like filter through it. So there were a couple songs in there, like I was clicking around, and there are a couple songs in there I don't even remember that shit. So I was like hoping to get certain. Goddamn cat! Stop it! Fucking cat wants to tear up the furniture. Asshole. Anyway, so I actually need to update Nightbot here, so because I will have a command, so you guys can see the, wait, do I have, ignore that thing at the bottom, the current pool thing, all that can go away. So that's not accurate. I'll actually give you guys a little mini screenshot of the bracket here. Find it. Or rather, let me update Nightbot here first. So the command, I've just updated it, but if anybody wants to follow along on their own, I will be updating this as we go. And it is exclamation bracket. That'll give you a link to the bracket on Challenge, so you guys can check that out. But let's see if I can, on the fly, get a little caption here. Place that. Like I said, I was hella rushing through stuff before I went live, so I didn't quite get a chance to do it. Okay. Like, you guys see that? Why is it not? Like, I selected the right window. Why is it not doing it? Oh, that sucks. Well, I might mess with that in between matches and see if we can get that to go. So, man, whoa! I don't know if anything flickered for you guys, but like both my monitors just flickered, which is really weird. But in any case, okay, so we'll just kind of go through this and hope for the best. So it's just a top 8, and we're actually doing it standard, so it's a 2 out of 3 until we hit all the finals, grand winners and losers, and then it'll switch to first to 3. Now, we already had one person unfortunately drop, Deadshot. He did try to make it, and unfortunately none of the other days were really good. More people would have had to drop if we tried to do a different day. So let's see here. So oh damn, we might have just had a second one. So this is, you know what, to be completely honest with you, this is just kind of par for the course. Because I was going to start with, here, I'm going to put the bracket, just so anybody who's watching can follow along. But, so Typhoon Junior was supposed to be, I was just going to go, go down the line. Why is it not giving me the option to start it? Let's see if I can figure that out. Man, all kinds of issues right now. What is happening? Okay, date is correct. Time is correct. Why won't it let me start the pools? I don't care. Start the tournament. Ask me to start predictions first. I don't care. So, okay, so I'm updating this right now. So, Junior advances by default. So I do believe Left Claw. The next one was Left Claw and A-Visions, but I wasn't sure if A-Visions was going to be good to play right away, but he just got back to me. So we'll probably start with that. Alright, so we'll, yep, best 2 of 3 till finals. But I have a feeling this is going to go really, really quick. Because Deadshot, who's registered as Typhoon 13, he is not going to be able to make it tonight. He had work. Now, he warned me ahead of time that he might not be able to make it. But this was really the best day that we had a chance for everybody to be here. obviously, Phil, you're here and you're supposed to play left claw. Now I know that he was around. He saw my post, so he should know. I certainly hope he wasn't thinking that it was 8 o'clock his time, because he's in a different time zone. But all right, cool. So sweet. So we actually have a match that we can run. Oh, negative, man. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know, man. This has been a trip. I'm gonna be honest with you. This has been a trip. Because let me just give you guys a rundown on what's going on. So we have 8 people. A Visions is obviously in the chat, as is In Veins. But we have Deadshot, Junior, Left Claw, A Visions, Very Special Player, In Veins, Mr. J, and Casey Sling. Now, of those people, Deadshot already said that he's not going to make it. Who was this? Very Special Player said that he might have Fortnite and won't be able to be home until 11, which is, if that's true, there's no way. I mean, we'll be done with it in an hour and a half. And then I just sent a message to Left Claw. He was thinking it was in an hour, so I'm waiting to hear back from him if he's actually okay to play right now. And then I might as well just send messages to everybody else and make sure they're okay. This is kind of why, by the way, I wanted to take a step back and get things a little bit more organized for the next season. Because, like, had we had a full entry, it would have been fine. But, you know, I was rushing tonight to try to get stuff done because I just did not have a lot of time today to get everything organized. And then I had a feeling that if I didn't remind people individually that they wouldn't remember. But I'm gonna send a message to everybody and make sure that they're all okay. Okay, him. Okay, so it looks like, Phil, since you're in the chat, it looks like you and Left Claw are going to be first. I don't know why my OBS is being stupid. I really wish that it would... Like, I don't know why it has such a problem with window capture. Because, like, you guys can see that. Like, I selected the right window and it's just nothing but blackness. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me, but if people want to follow along the bracket, I'll try to figure that out, like, in between matches, since it lets me edit scenes in while other stuff is going on. So if you want to follow along, though, exclamation bracket. Okay, cool. So he's ready to go. So we will be doing Left Claw in 7B A Visions for our first fight. Go ahead and send out the invites here. Ooh. There we go. Alright. So we will switch it over to the in-match overlay. And that's not right either. Forgot to update the names. Okay, we'll update that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Alright, there it is. There it is. You guys are welcome to start whenever. So that's just kind of not connected. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sure. Yeah, and I can weird, because it's showing you in the lobby just fine. That was interesting. All right, so we got Mr. J has checked in, Junior has checked in. I think we're good. If I can. Let me get this transition thing going. Studio mode. Woo! Okay, cool. Now I can try to do this. Such a pain, like when you have all kinds of stuff going on, and then you like try to get things ready, and you think everything's good to go, and then all of a sudden there's just like a dozen little things that need to be updated, and you're like, holy shit. Why is God hating? Let me see if I can do this.
Get ready for the next battle.
So Left Claw is going to be playing bears for sure. We saw, okay, well, we know Dragunov now, but we did see a little bit of some variety, I should say, from A Visions, because he did play somebody else. Okay, why is it like doing this? Still can't figure out this thing.
Round one.
Oh well. All right, so here we go. We got Tony the Tiger over here. We got some Metal Gear Solid going on. No big deal. Let's go. God, it's making me so mad. Anyway. So it should be a pretty, I would expect a close match. I mean, A Visions, I don't believe, I'd have to go back and double check, but I don't believe that he lost any of his sets that he played.
KO.
But Left Claw is in the, whoa, and they're on the wrong side. My bad. Right, I can fix this. I can fix it. Oh my god, it looks so awful. That looks bad. The left, both of them went through their bracket, or their pool, I should say, without having sustained a loss. Now, Left Claw, oddly enough, was a substitution. We were actually full in our pools at the time, and we started getting drops like crazy.
KO. Round three. Fight.
Couple rounds so far. Now not losing them by big or winning them by big margins. So use A vision. We'll see. Oh no, into the tech trap. There's just gonna be so nasty. Oh wow, it's gonna wake up Hopkick right out in the open. Back one. Down two is definitely very useful in this matchup. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to come back. But now for these, for those of you that have watched the Ranbats before, in our previous seasons we have been doing first to 3 in the final bracket, but I didn't want to be here forever and a day, so we're just doing first to 2. It's just standard, so first to 2 until we hit finals, and then it'll be first to 3 once we get there. Now the good news, I guess, for whoever loses this set is that because Deadshot wasn't able to make it, he's actually who they would be matched up with in the losers bracket. So so whoever loses this gets a bye in the losers bracket, essentially. Now someone will be in a similar position later on because who was it? Very special player was not able to make it. So let me. I actually forgot to let him know. I feel bad. Like I don't really know how to respond because like 11 is way too late. Kind of unfortunate. People signed up for it and then weren't ready to play. All right. So we do have a stage switch. So A Vision's though going to stick with Dragunov. So I'm guessing Dragunov must be his main, because he's just kind of. I know that he played a couple different.
Round 1.
Couple different characters in his pool, but just right off the bat, sticking with this. Now, I'm curious. I have not banned items, right? And I know that some people found that a little curious. That tank is kind of goofy because I know that you can use it, but as far as I'm aware, nothing is broken, including that thing. So, but I think it works just like any other item, right? Can't remember if you have to block it or sidestep it, but it's not something that you can just like spam or whatever. It's really slow if you activate it, I think, from the last time I recall. Now Left Claw plays that really hardcore online style that's really tough to beat, where it's just constant decision making, you know, just back and forth, non-stop. So if you're not prepared to, like, you can't like hesitate, essentially, especially when you're you know, you're playing with behind, essentially, you know, basically with the latency. Even if the latency is good, you know, at best you're still probably going to miss a couple frames compared to offline. So Dragunov is a character though that can really that can not only deal with that, but that he can do the exact same thing and do it well. So because there are a lot of good players online that utilize that playstyle and it is exceptional online. So, it doesn't get the wall break. That was a weird position. A-Visions was not, I don't know, not confident that he was Left Claw was going to hit the wall. Just if he's let him alone and let him float. So kind of created that good position. But nice, nice response though. So he's essentially started doing his own thing. Right back at him. Started playing fast, making Left Claw make those quick decisions. And like I said, Dragunov is very good at that. So in Veins, if you're still in the chat, since very special player said that he wasn't gonna make it. Yeah, he essentially just said that you weren't going to make it. So you will be getting a bye first round. So it might be a minute. So we will do Mr. J and Casey Slane next. And then that will actually finish our, what do you want to call it? The first round of winners. So, and actually I haven't heard back from Casey Slane. So we'll see. Which is really funny, that because he's actually the only, well, I shouldn't say the only, Phil or A-Visions sent me a message, I think last week, mostly when we were doing the pools. But Casey Slane was actually the only person this week to send me a message about the top 8 that we were doing today. And he even asked that we move some people around so that him and his roommate, Deadshot, didn't have to play. And then it turns out Deadshot's not going to make it because of work. And then Casey Slane hasn't responded to my messages yet. So I guess I'll give him a few minutes. So we'll just have the winner of this, I guess, stay in here. So sorry to make you wait in vains, but you know. At worst, you're getting one bye into the second round of losers, or winners, excuse me. And then depending on if Slane gets back to me, Mr. J might be getting a bye as well. But, I mean, I hope he gets back to me because I figure by the time we have this done, it'll be 8:30. So.
Fight.
But here we go, rubber match. Now it is first to 2. I'm almost feeling bad about that. Should just do first to 3 for everybody because we already have 2 people not going to make it. It looks like probably 3. So 5-person tournament, we can definitely get through that real quick. So Left Claw once again. Oh, he's dancing. Sort of his thing. He likes to do that. Playing a bit more patient now. But he does like to live on the reads, so, you know, to go along with that quick decision-making style, that fast play, you know, if he sees somebody running in, he likes to swing. So, Dragunov running 2, definitely, oh god. Nice block on the jumping low. David is like the first person to see that.
Round 3.
1-1, going down to the wire here. Very evenly matched. Oh, no punish on it this time. He did punish it last match. Down forward 2-1. No punish here, but very, very big life lead. No duck on the 1-1. Pokes out with down forward 2, but then with a rip. Things like that might be it. Alright, one more, and A-Visions will be going on.
Fight.
Will be up next. Give Casey Slane absolutely as much time as I possibly can. Tries to challenge it down forward 1-4. No luck. Oh god, that counter hit little jump thing, I don't know what you want to call it. Guarantees that launch. And we are final match, final round. Final round. Oh, and he hits that counter hit again. Alright, A-Visions. In a little bit of a hole here. Oh, crouch dash 1. Hunting stance. Oh, no duck on the jumping low this time. Oh boy. Okay, nice trip. Okay, here we go. And he's got the red stuff. Dragunov can punish. Okay, just gonna spend it. So now it's about even, but now Left Claw. Oh no, challenges the hop kick string. Very, very close. We're gonna let Left Claw know to stay in the lobby. Whoop. Fingers don't wanna stay. So what I can do, can we just make a brand new? I'll see if I can do that. So this space that you see down in the bottom left, trying to get it to show the bracket on challenge. But I guess periodically I'll just type bracket. So if you guys want to follow along. So it's we're just running it like a standard tournament. So it's first to 2. Whoops, wrong way. First to 2 until we hit the finals, and then it'll switch to first to 3. And we'll do Junia and Left Claw now, just because we already had a couple drops, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I want to give one person who hasn't responded to me as much time as I possibly can. Oh, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. There's a bunch of people that don't even... Like, I'm one of those few people that realistically, I don't read anything. Like, sometimes if, things get crazy in a match, I'll be like, oh, man, he taunted on me. He's a little bitch, all that other stuff. But in reality, after everything is said and done, I don't assume that anyone means anything by, cutting loose early, or you're just leaving after a match or whatever. And I'm sure Left Claw doesn't really care either. So yeah, so we are, let me update the names here. So we're already in semis, so that's kind of what happens when you have an 8-man bracket. All you have to do is win 2 matches to get into finals. Taunt for no reason. No, see, what you should be doing is you should be taunting to keep yourself active. So like, sort of like stance cancel stuff. Like even if you're full screen, just stance canceling and all that other juice just to keep the fingers moving and whatnot. I know, like StarCraft players and MOBA players and all that shit, they're doing like 100 more actions per minute than they actually need to do just to make sure that they stay loose for those moments where the action gets really fast paced. All right, and we are on opposite sides, so we'll switch that once again. So yeah, winner of this will get into winners finals, and if you just showed up to us, thanks for tuning in for the top 8. Much like the pools that we ran last week, things are a little light. We already had 2 people drop from an 8-man bracket, and I'm trying to get, there's one more person who hasn't gotten back to me that I'm trying to give them as much time as I possibly can. I literally won't be able to run any match after this unless I DQ them, so just trying to give them as much time. So so this is going to be a pretty quick bracket, but
Fight.
more power to the people that showed up here. But here we go. So this is a rematch of last season. These two met in the finals, the winners finals actually, and Left Claw won. And then they met again in grand finals, and Junior was able to take that set. So little kind of revenge on both parts, right? Because Junior, I'm sure he kind of got his revenge by winning, but at the same time, I'm sure he wasn't happy to lose in winners either. Ooh, God, fell for the 1-1-2 setup. Gotta be careful, that's like +6 or something. Her down forward with 4 knee is just good in general. Real careful when she goes. Nice. All the low. For how much risk he has to take with that low, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't get
Round 3.
a juggle off of that.
Fight.
Junior answers back, and I know that there has been, I was talking about revenge, but I know that there's been a lot of talk between these two. I don't know if they still do, but I know that they ran into each other online quite a bit. So, Left Claw recently moved, so he's not in Kansas City, which I believe is where he goes. Pretty even. Oh, Left Claw just gonna do the down back 2.
Round 4.
Take the easy way out.
Fight.
No big deal. So I will, once this match is over, I'll actually make sure that Jun knows that this is standard. Because normally he starts with Katarina, and there's a couple other characters he try as well. But normally tries an off main character to see how he does, and then goes back to Eliza if he needs to. So all of those previous sets have been first to 3, so I don't know. Maybe he jumped the gun. Oh, nice block. Again, we're getting blocks on jumping guns. This is back off. Every character that has one of those get up attacks. They're all gimmicky, but they're all so hard to get around. Okay, plus frames. Oh, interrupts it, but doesn't finish the juggle. Okay. But just jumps at him and makes it happen. Sending a message here to Junia just to make sure that he knows that it is first to 2. I know we have the in-game chat, but obviously left club. So he did not know that it was first to 2, so I definitely expect that Eliza will be coming out now. Now, much like, oh no, I guess there's no buy on this one, since we're technically in the second round. We'll actually get our next folks set up. Whoa. Not type today. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel and the TEKLAB Ranbats. We been doing some online tourneys and stuff. This is our top 8 for season 3, of course, as you guys have I'm sure figured out because of the title. But we oh man, they switched sides because of course they did. But yeah, I do lots of Tekken. I do plan on doing more of this stuff in the future. So definitely give the channel a follow. If you, I know it's not offline. Everyone offline is definitely greater than online.
Fight.
We do what we can to keep people fresh for those offline events.
Dark way.
And then in Veins, I'm sure you're still in the chat, but you will be up next. Left claw already off to a good start. Nice break on the 1+2. Oh wow, goes for that that tricky 3-hit string everybody loves to talk about with Eliza, but left claw just says to hell with it. I have life to give away, so I'm just gonna back one through it. And he gets the grab. No break from left claw. Got some fireballs. Let's go. Stay off the ground. Oh, 4-4-3-4.
Round 2.
So one of Eliza's big strengths is that she has a few things that she can kind of spam. That even though she gives up a turn, they're completely safe. And one of them is that two-hit kick string that is a launcher. That is safe. And even though the second hit is high, the first one changes. No break this time on the 1+2. Oh wow, nice back jump into the EX. And that was a launcher. Alright, we got some jump pressure going on. Take it slow. Oh, there we go. Slide. Oof. We got the cancels and the stances and all sorts of craziness.
Fight.
Junior taking a quick 2-round lead here. You need to fight back. Gotta be careful. Just don't blow your guys' eardrums out.
Round 4.
Left claw answers back. Nice round. Doesn't take a whole lot of damage though. Oh god. Standing forward. You got that really good standing forward, Alyssa, whatever you want to say. She has one too. Very, very good. I believe is it no, fair hell sweep. Oh, miss it. No, actually that's a setup. I think that's intended to miss. Leaves him at good frames.
KO.
Left claw fighting back.
Final round. Fight.
Now I know in the past that there have been discussions about left claw and his connection. So far it seems pretty good. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen any drops from either of them, so some grab moves and stuff. No, I don't think you can punish that. You can punish the second one, but you have to sidestep the third hit. I'm trying to remember. I think it's to her right, if I remember correctly. Getting some ooh, Junya using some weird strings. Oh, no break on the normal. One more chance. Oh, nice jump out of it. We can do it with just one combo. Oh boy. Whoa. I don't know what that was. Left claw went for something crazy, and then so did Junya, and he went right by him, and all kinds of craziness. Junya left, okay. And then I think you're in the chat, Left claw, but so you're sitting in winners finals right now, and then you'll be up again later. So I'm sorry I can't. OBS is not cooperating with me. I don't have the time to like troubleshoot it properly, but. The bottom left corner was supposed to be the bracket so you guys could see it, but if anybody wants to follow along, I have put the link in the chat a couple times, but exclamation bracket. If you guys want to check that out, because I am updating it in challenge as we go. And if you see any sets that have are 1-0, it just means that the person was a no-show. So so Junya is in the weirdest position because he's gonna get 2 buys because he got one because he was initially set up against Deadshot. Because we had 3 people that ended up being no-shows. There was a match that was supposed to happen between 2 of the no-shows, so that person, one of them goes on by default, and then that person's gonna be. That person. So Junya, man, he's been really lucky with that kind of stuff. But so we're gonna do Mr. J and In Veins next. So let's get them in here. And these are some. There we go. In Veins. He's going to be up against Mr. J, 7B. I should have known that. Alright, cool. So it looks like they got him. Alright, so I do need to update one more set on here. So yeah, by default, because of the, just because of the no-shows that happened, so Junya is actually sitting in loser semis, and Left Claw, of course, is sitting in winners finals, but the winner of this will be playing Left Claw in winners finals. And then after this, I know it's been a while, or at least a match, since A-Visions has played, so loser of this will play A-Visions, excuse me. A couple people just to remind these guys. Glaze 20Z is free. Oh my god, we got more 20Z. More 20Z stuff going on, man. Alright. Update the names here for you guys. Save, and voila. Oh man, we got more talk in the chat. Gotta be careful, Left Claw. Gotta be careful. Because Junior did get the run back last time, so. I don't like to see people look shameful, so. But at the same time, I do like smack talk, so I don't know. I have conflicting feelings on the thing. Oh, and I know that we're going pretty quick through this bracket, but just kind of a reminder, you know, donations and shares are always appreciated, excuse me. So feel free to do that. But in case anyone didn't see in the lobby thing, if you want to do like a little bit of like trolley stuff or whatever, you donate in some manner, sub, cheer, donation, whatever, at least $1. You never change a player's name or handle in this, like the scene that you're looking at now, this overlay. Go ahead and do it. I haven't had time to develop some of the other stuff I wanted to do to make this stuff a little bit more entertaining. But yeah, something kind of fun you can do. Keep it clean though. Curse words I don't care about. When I say clean, it's clear that I mean no actual hate. Right now, Mr. J doing pretty good. I do like seeing the geese. One of those characters, problem characters for a lot of people, myself included. So he's actually one of it. In Veins is he's sort of the spirit of Kansas right now, because we originally had 4 Kansas City players that were in this top 8. 3 of them are so he's the last chance. Oh, drops the gong.
Round 3. Fight.
So Veins is back there a little bit. Had to come back though. So. Mr. J gotta still be feeling a little good. Okay, challenges on the knee. Cancel. Spring kick, have it. Once again, a cancel. Doesn't do anything this time. Geese is just one of those weird characters. Like the timing on a lot of his stuff is just different. Unlike Goose, unlike Akuma or Eliza, the other bar characters, he's designed to sort of string his stuff, like do more canceling, and string his stuff together a little bit. Double the Pukin. He's taking in Vane's a second to figure out what's going on here. Finish the 1-1-2. So I know his 1-1-2, I have to look up the frames. I know it gives him frames, but I would imagine just like Nishima's, he can confirm it. So I'm not sure if there was a particular reason that he didn't do that that time, or what. So I normally don't root for one person over the other or anything, but I would be kind of sad if Mr. J lost this, because he would actually have to play A Vision. Now, granted, when you only have 5 people that are playing, you kind of have to, if you know somebody else in the bracket, you kind of have to expect that you'll play them at some point, but or that there's a really good chance that you'll play them. But it looks like, well, at least, you know, they'll both get a set in against other people before they have to play each other, so there's that. But yeah, we will, this will be a very quick bracket. And I know we would have had like as many drops as we did. I should say, if I had more time to kind of reach out to everybody a little bit before I started the stream, and double check and make sure everyone was ready, probably would have switched this to first 3 instead of first 2. We had already done our first set, so it would have been more fair had we switched there. But here we go. So in vain with the 1-match lead. Of course, the PS4 load times are kind of crazy. So I guess just to kill some time here, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm sure I know some, you know, probably half the chat or whatever is folks from the Ranbats, but for anybody who's new, I do play a lot of Tekken on channel. We'll actually be doing I do Monday through Thursday as my stream, Monday through Thursday nights, and I'll be starting off with Tekken every night, and then some nights I'll be switching to other stuff. But the Red Bull thing in Minnesota is next weekend, so not obviously tomorrow or Sunday, but next weekend, and I will be there. And they have me on the docket to commentate, so that should be a lot of fun if I actually get in. I don't know what the order is or how exactly they do that, but they did reach out to me. So. Much thanks to Esam for putting in good work. But right now, in Veins, let's try to close it out here on the helipad. G-Core helipad. And I think this is not the one with the crazy one. I don't think. I actually have to use it. Okay, the music's a little crazy. But anyway. Right now, back and forth. Very defensive round here. No one getting any counter hits. Nice break. Now, Mr. Day does have a little bit of an advantage in that he has rage just like that. And I was going to say, oh, it's going to be close. He gets the conversion. Oh, the mad scramble. 3 seconds left to go. Nothing there, and now the goose strings. Oh, went for the low chop, but gets interrupted. Nice break on the grab, though. And max out with bar, so that's really using some of that. Oh, very lucky that didn't get whipped. He's kind of sitting out there holding his balls.
KO.
Just does it.
Round 3. Fight.
Looking grim for Mr. J. Man, still full bar. Not using it. I suppose he doesn't need to. He wants to play like the safe way at this point. You know, just give up 2 rounds if you have to, but save that bar in case you actually go to a 5th round. But he builds bars so fast. I'm surprised he's not there. Oh, counter hit on the stomp. Get to the wall, break that. Some more stuff. Doesn't quite get into the other one. Stomp again. Mr. J looking for the low, didn't get it. That is the punishable down forward 2 option, but doesn't matter for me. I'm gonna throw that out there. We are back. Alright, so we'll see if anybody stays. Whoa. So just give him a minute to read that message. So what we'll do here is we'll do a little bit of the losers side. So this is actually the first losers match that we'll be able to do. And both these guys are from the same area, and they do know each other, of course, but it is the way of the world. But as it stands right now, so we have Left Claw and In Veins sitting in winners finals. Junior will be playing the winner of this. So unfortunately, this will it's not our first official elimination because, you know, all the 3 people that didn't show up, of course, got eliminated first. But of the people that actually showed up, this will be our first elimination match. So what we'll do here is we'll play this one, then we'll hop back over to winners finals, and we'll do that. What's going on? Oh, whoop. Message. Whoops. Weird. Uh-oh.
Get ready for the next battle.
So I missed it. Okay, I didn't see anything in the chat. Because he sent me a message, so Mr. J sent me a message. I guess there were some connection issues. I wish I would have seen that before.
No fight. Round 1. Fight. All set.
So yeah, we gotta see what's up here. So it looks like they're playing it out because so one thing to kind of remember, I was trying to keep an eye, you know, I try to keep an eye on like my Facebook messages and stuff. I have a lot of things pulled up. But if there's an issue with the match, like definitely don't play it like at all. Like I'm surprised he didn't put anything in the player. But we'll see. So these two know each other, so it looks like they're going to play this one out. We'll see what he says from my last message, because I'm okay with, you know, having Left Claw and In Veins play against each other. And then just see how they feel the connection is. Because unfortunately, if there's... Because I think, if I remember correctly, there was an issue. And I apologize, they're actually playing. I forgot to switch it over. My fault, guys. Because I wasn't sure if they were going to play it or not. Yeah, so I didn't, I'm sorry, I just fixed that, excuse. Because I wasn't sure if they were going to play it or not, or if, like, if they're doing this for real or what. Because I think, if I remember correctly, there was some issues, I think some people were mentioning when In Veins, when they were playing their pool. But I think it's just because that these guys are so far away from him because he's in Kansas City, and then these guys are in Ohio. So I don't know if maybe that it's just that or what. Okay, nice block on the hell sweep here. Oh, this is with the unblockable trap. Kind of bet it all there on the hop kick. So we're just gonna assume that this is they're playing for real. Plus frame, okay, no challenge. So A-Vision is gonna take 1-0. I'll see if he if Mr. J gets back to me here. Because that would be unfortunate if we of all the things that have already kind of been bleh about this top 8. It'd be sad if we had connection issues too. Something tells me that it has to do just with distance. Because I remember that happening. Like, vaguely I remember that happening in pools as well. But we'll see. We'll see what he says. We'll see what he says. Well, looks like they're just gonna play it out. And so if that's the case, I guess we'll find out pretty quickly, because if it's really bad with Left Claw, I'm sure Left Claw will say something, and then, you know, In Vain still has to play 2 other people, whether it's you know, someone from this match or Junior. For sure we'll have to play Left Claw, and then he'll have to play 1 other person, so we'll kind of get confirmation, if you will, of that. But it's just kind of how this this season has worked out. That we kind of got low signups, and then half of our top 8 bracket didn't even show up.
I hope your affairs are in order.
Non farmi perdere tempo. Vattene.
Round 1.
All right, so here we go. Oh, whoa. They switch sides. They switch sides on me. There we go. So Mr. J with the character switch gonna give Maven a go. Now this was a character, I don't know if all the 70 guys played Maven, but this was a character I saw A-Vision's playing during his pool. And I think that even Mr. J tried out Maven during his pool.
Round
I can't remember if Skis did or not. I don't think it probably just stuck. Tries to duck the disco dance, but gets launched for it instead. It's definitely one of those things that you do against, you know, someone you feel knows the character. So I'm sure these guys play quite a bit.
KO.
No block on the side.
Round 3. Fight.
Playing a little defensive, but A-Vision's just one round away. Oh, I was just saying I couldn't remember if you played Maven during your pool as well. It's been a while. But both of these guys did when they were in pool play. So. don't think that you did, but I could be wrong. Mr. J does have the red stuff, so comeback potential there. But man, once again, the slide doing work.
Forse ho esagerato.
Okay, so we're gonna wait for a second. So officially, A Vision's won. And then we will. So I'm gonna enter it in there as that for now. Okay. So. Whoop. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Because like I mentioned, like I don't want people to like be like, oh my god, this person has awful internet connection. I can't believe I just had to play that. Because if we do that, then we have to test it. So since this is winners finals, let them know it's winners finals. Okay. Oh my god. My typing is so awful today. So bad. Normally it's on point. Alright, so here we go. So yeah, so what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna send I'm sending Mr. J a message for this as well, but Phil, since you're listening. So we'll see how the connection is between these two in this match, and then if there's a problem, we'll take a look into it. Because I know that it sucks, but if it's, just a connection problem between him or between the two people, there's really not much that we can do. And I know In Veins is Kansas City, you guys are Ohio, so might just be one of those things. All right, but here we go. So this is winners finals. So Left Claw did beat Junia, and Junia is chilling in loser semis, I guess is technically what it is. And the loser of this will be playing the winner of that. But A Visions and Junia will be up next. And right now we're fighting between these two guys to see who advances to grand finals. Ooh, goes for the swipe, but In Veins challenges it.
Round 2. Fight.
of knockdowns, but down 4-2-1. Just gonna let it rip. We're gonna get some wall breaks. Oh, goes for the setup. Oh boy, another break. I can't believe that breaks the ground. I didn't know that. So he basically just wiped out all the levels using the same move. Back to back. Jeez. Yeah, taunt cancel to the back. We got max bar here. Oh god, just the running elbows. Oh, I thought he was going to do it again for sure. That's why he backed up. So, I was going to say, that is, we talked about it earlier, that is the setup. So that is intended to whiff. To leave him at good frames. He can do some nonsense, such as a grab. Yeah, so I'm not seeing any drops or anything weird in that sense, and I haven't heard from either player that there's any kind of weird connection issues. So unfortunately, looks like it might just be one of those awful things where two players are just having connection issue with each other. I'm really curious. I haven't been watching the Geico stuff really, just because when it's on, I have like other stuff I got to do. But I'm curious because I remember looking back through the rules when it was first starting, and I don't remember them having any sort of structure for how to deal with connection issues. I'm curious if they've run into that, because you think if they have, it would be on stream or something. But
get ready for the next battle.
Because you have to figure, especially for them, like that's a lot of money on the line. And unlike what we were doing, like they definitely, like the chances of connection issues with them are extremely high, because technically anybody in the States can play anyone else in the States. Because even if you live in New York, as long as you don't enter the East region, you can enter the West region. So that just skyrockets the possibility of having issues.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. So first to 3. So we got on set point. We are seeing a character switch here from, oh wow. So the uppercut, the mid option just whiffed.
Just perfect.
Names.
Round
Perfect.
2. Fight.
Now, Paul is what I would call a cheap character. Especially online when you can't like properly punish a death fist or something like that. It's even stronger. I play Paul because he's cheap, so I know that. Oh, doesn't get the ender. Now we have a blue death fist. Is he gonna cancel or just let it rock? I always see that. I feel like I have to double check, but I feel like that combo, if you take it to practice mode, that thing doesn't really seem to add a ton of damage to your combos unless you have like specific circumstances. I saw a video just the other day of like a side hit, like a weird wall angle kind of thing, and like a weird reset, got like 80%. Lucklaw, of course, did just answer back with his own perfect, but so far remains not having too much of an issue here. Skyrocket punch into the wall. Oh no! I don't know if that was intentional or what exactly that was. He used his tailspin already, so he can't use the won't matter. Head butt to the groin. Oh, goes for the power crush. Nobody home. Still able to block the bear stance 12. Launchers. Tries challenge after the down forward 1-1. Once again, left claw putting himself in a little bit of a hole here. Eating up bear stance. Oh boy. Is he gonna do it? Don't sit there. Okay. He didn't. Oh, the shoulder. Bet it all. Bet it all on the aggro. Alright. So 1-1. Playing online Paul. Wow. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. Unfortunately, so I have had to kind of reiterate this to everybody, but 3 bars is acceptable. Now, interestingly, so I don't think that there's anything out of the norm happening here, because I know that, you know, because we unfortunately had the issue with Mr. J and In Veins, but it does seem like that was most likely between just the 2 of them. So.
Get ready for the next battle.
But here we go, 1-1. So this is interesting though. So In Veins did kind of confirm that he character switched because there was a little bit more lag than he wanted or was expecting, I'm sure. Which I brought up last week, and I'm sure I brought it up throughout the other seasons as well. But it is something that you have to consider. When you're playing in anything that's online and competitive, is that, you know, if you're playing through ranked, you're going to play lots of matches. So I would imagine eventually, unless you're just trying to play one match against each person you run into, you'll eventually get found out if you're trying to just do online tactics. Like, you probably won't get past it. But with, you know, competitive stuff, like, it's completely viable to actually smart strategically to switch to a character that has extremely powerful stuff that are things that you have to react to, but you can't because it's online. I feel like Noctis is one of those characters who becomes extremely powerful. Oh, finally get along with down 4-2. Oh, gets the lift. Oh, I'm kind of surprised he didn't take it to the wall. Oh, and just lets it fly.
KO.
And the interesting thing is you can interrupt Ray. You can stop him from coming out. I don't think it burns really hard, but like I have to look it up. It's only a few frames before it. You have to have significant advantage. Oh boy. Left claw going nuts.
KO.
Put forth his own online strats.
Fight.
Paul, I can imagine, is incredibly tough if there's a little bit of find a way to get back. So it looks like maybe a little bit of character unfamiliarity. Left Paw has nailed that string for the second hit is low a couple times now. Ooh, demo man. Knew he was going into the bear stance. Just let it rip. Oh god, it's a death. Oh, what was that? What was that? I don't know what he was doing, but he should have done death fist. I don't know how up back 2. Or no, it's not up back 2. Up 2. I think it's up 2 now. Very, very odd. But doesn't matter. Still able to pull it out. And because of his big body, The Bears, you know, back 2-1. Back 2-1 will hit grounded a lot of times regardless. Doesn't matter your character side, but basically a guarantee against Slippery Cloudy like a bear. So. Alright, so 2-1 now. So In Veins on set point, looking to go into grand finals. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I know this bracket is going a little bit quicker than we expected. Had a couple of no-shows, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of the reason that I'm going to take a month and a half or so, at least, to kind of get things reorganized before we do any more of this. Because I feel like a lot of the issues that we've had, I don't want to like point it at the low entries, but just feel like there's an interest issue and people weren't signing up for what. So when you don't have for what, even though like the top prize and everything didn't change from past seasons, for what, I don't know, it's devalued now or something, but when people don't have a high value of what it is they're participating in, then there's a good chance they won't participate. So I have to figure out what's going on there. But for those looking for action, I do stream Monday through Thursday nights, regardless. Like even after this, you know, we'll just go back to the normal Monday through Thursday. And I always start with Tekken. We've been practicing for the Red Bull event that's in Minnesota next weekend, so we've been having fun. But here we go. In Veins trying to close us out and get into grand finals. Oh boy, left claw. Trying to challenge the forward roll. Gets punished for it, but putting together some offense. I feel like In Vain's meant to do Death Fist there. I don't know if it would have worked. Oh boy. Okay, so is he going to cancel and go to the wall? Probably. Yep, okay. No, or not. Just going to do a lot of damage. Oh no, left claw tries to challenge the quarter circle back 3. Gotta be real careful. Because that mid can definitely not be beat. Can actually hit confirm into the last hit of that string. So. Ooh, jumping low, off angle. Oh, so easy. Look at this. Oh no, you gotta do it. At the very least, might be a bigger combo. Oh, a little bit of tilt here, maybe. Left claw just swinging at everything. Swinging at everything. Make it back here. Got a sizable lead. Oh, shredder kick. Okay, doesn't finish the demo, man. So you can't hit him from that. So he just kind of, I don't know, felt that the first one was gonna whiff or something. Oh, blue Death Fist is back one right through it. But you know, this happened the last match too. In Veins was up 2-1 and left claw. People will pull it back a little bit. So. See if left claw can do it again. Wow, down forward 2-1. Now it's not a punish. Down forward 2-1 is no punish. Doing something. Oh, left claw challenges that again. Could have actually let it rip that time, but scared because the last time he got punished. Oh wow. I don't know if he went under in the back 12 from Paul or what. Strangely whipped. Does not matter, and In Veins. Oh boy. A little bit of a pop off. Alright. And he's out. Okay. Alright, so since In Veins, since you're in the chat and you can hear me, I'm just going to give you the kick from the lobby, but you are sitting, of course, in grand finals. So we will be running through the losers matches, so there's only two more sets and then they'll get back to you. Yeah, just kind of hang out, I guess, for a minute and watch these next two sets. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. All right. Excuse me. And I haven't been able to get this this stupid thing to work, so once all this stuff is done, we can kind of go over the bracket again. But so after this match, so we only have even with the people included, we only have 4 people left. So that was winners finals. So In Veins advances to grand finals. Right now we're doing A Visions and Junia. Just kind of reminding these guys that this is still first to 2, because this is losers semis. So we have In Veins is sitting in winners finals. Left Claw is waiting for the winner of this match, this next set, to play losers finals, and then this is of course semis. So update the names here. Oh god. A Visions has a tricky handle to put in here. All right, here we go. So we are getting closer to wrapping this up. Oh, excuse me. I'm like weirdly tired. I was tired last night, I think. I kept yawning last night. And I had to be up early today to go take care of some stuff. Which thankfully I did take care of it, but I need a day off. A couple days off. Where I don't have to do anything. I can just sit around and play games. Tomorrow I gotta run some errands. I might have some time to just chill tomorrow, but oh, okay, well they're on opposite sides. So let me fix that. So A Visions once again going to switch over to King here. Now Junia, now that he knows, which I apologize about that. I thought thought I had given everybody the heads up, but now that he knows that it is first 2, I'm sure it will be Eliza all the way. Even though the next set, if he were to win this, the next set would potentially, of course, be first to 3, but since he already lost to Left Claw, I don't think he's going to mess around. And probably going to go Eliza through all that. 2-3, nobody home. Ooh, okay, no punish on the... Wow, kind of missing a lot of punishes here. I'm going by too fast for me to catalog all of them, but Junior going to take this to the wall. Big damage. Okay, opt just to back up. Eliza's backdash looks good. Boom, does that break? Yes, it does. And again. Half-life, no big deal. Okay, fireball, caught him coming in. Oh no. I don't know if he was doing something or what. Oh my god, the big whiff. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. I don't think he meant to do that. He probably just meant to do down 12. I had to guess. I think just an elbow drop, right? Still getting off to a bit of a lead here. Junior fighting back. Okay, 2-3. Goes under the back 1. Okay, now we got some dive kick pressure. Full juice for Junior, but that is not going to help. And that is going to break the ground. And then will he get it this time? Gets it this time. No more wall breaks though, or floor breaks, so don't have to worry about that stuff again. So A-Visions decides to challenge that string and gets knocked down, but oh boy, how kick. Oh god, just stood there for it. Now these guys definitely should not be having any connection issues because
Round 4.
Junior's in Chicago and A-Visions is in Ohio, so relatively speaking, they are very, very close to each other. And when I say Ohio, I mean like it's if I could get 5 bars to Chicago, half of it. Fighting back here is Junior. Oh, okay, doesn't finish the string. A-Visions challenges. So that's very interesting. Like he's basically challenged the 3rd hit of that string almost every time. Oh god, gets clipped by the 2nd hit. EX dive kick. Now I got to be careful with that low into that silly little chop. He may not have options that are quite as powerful as Akuma, but you still gotta worry about him. That will be the first one down. Pretty close though. Granted, it's the wackest stage. The wackest. I hate that stage. The stage is so crazy. The bottom level isn't bad. I like that part, but the rest of it is... ugh. So Junior just need to get one more and he will find himself back up against Left Claw in Losers Finals. Although the rematch will be 1st to 3, so... But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I know it's been a little disjointed this season. Not a ton of people signed up, and even the top bracket, we had a couple people drop out. So one of those things that just unfortunately happens every now and then. But the stream must go on. So if you like Tekken, I will be playing lots and lots of Tekken. And picking up Heroes of the Storm as well, because I really like that game.
Get ready for the next battle.
So Monday through Thursday nights are when I normally stream, and I'll always start off with some Tekken, but been switching over to Heroes quite a bit. Oh, and they are on different sides. Just a minute to update here. Alright, there we go. So A-Visions going back to Dragunov. So interestingly, we only saw Claudio against Mr. J. So the way that he plays and the way that he's picked his characters in the past, it feels like his main is Dragunov, but I noticed, you know, his highest ranking character is Claudio. And he has played Claudio, so... Damn, just going crazy with the down 2. Nice box. Just lets the down 4-2 rep, but drops the combo. Oh, things getting sloppy here. Once again, challenges that string. Oh, nice block, but okay, still closes out the round, but could have launched that. Oh, no challenge this time. Okay, goes for the side step, but Nina opts to not. Just a little back and forth here. Oh, goes for the power crush. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let the last hit fly. Oh, no break on the 1+2. Just a sliver left. Oh. Junior gonna challenge it. It's kind of interesting. A lot of times that sweep has a tendency to either outspace or just go around crouch jabs. So Junior Junior. Better be lucky than good, right? Always best to be both. There'll be a wall break. Oh, misses the follow-up. Now finds himself back against the wall. He's got to be real careful here, because Dragunov can just eat you up. Oh, goes for the tackle, but Junior makes the right decision. It's a 50-50. You either challenge it or you don't. Decides to challenge it, runs around, and all he needs is this last round. He would be back. Loser final. Oh god. Just a rampage.
I'll put a new nice and slow later.
But good shit to A Visions though. I think I feel like he played well. Like it always sucks to like finish a set that way, especially if you feel like you're playing well. But I like watching him play. He's a good player. Okay. In this one, so we're going to get the rematch between Junior and Left Claw. And this time it's going to be a 1st to 3. Let me go ahead and update challenge. And just in case you didn't see it, or just in case you guys didn't see it, I'll go ahead and post the bracket in case anybody wants to follow along. Now, just a reminder, any set that you see that is 1-0, that just means that the person was a no-show. So there's unfortunately no way to, as far as I can tell, there's no way to like just DQ somebody. So I'm actually gonna try that. Left Claw. I don't know if you're in the chat. Are you in the chat? Not in the chat. I'm sure Left Claw knows, but because I already had to tell him that he was in winners finals. So if you're in winners, by default you go to losers finals if you lose. So, but I guess just for anyone else who tunes in late here, they know. Now, you know, the pay structure has stayed the same. So you know, winner of this bracket gets $100, second place 50, and third place 20. So these guys are guaranteed $20, no matter what. Even gold, so. And I know there's not a lot of people in chat right now, but while I'm trying to put something else together, which will probably take a couple months, because I really these seasons that I've been running have mostly been like tests to see how certain things work and how other things work. Wow, and Junior gonna go with Jin to start things off. So 1st to 3, I mean, it's not unusual for him to pick anyone or pick someone other than Eliza, but at the same time, I figured since he lost that first set against Left Claw, but maybe I don't know, maybe there is something with Jin that he thinks works particularly well against the Bears that maybe Eliza doesn't have. Oh boy, spaces it, but still has to pull it out. Oh, he swipes. Nice little comeback there. Oh, launch that. Yep, okay. So, finally getting some people launches. He was getting away with that earlier, but... Oh, Okay, nice punish at least. I thought he was gonna do something a little bit more than that. I just don't want him to get away with murder. That's all you're looking for. Oh, oh god. Another comeback. Wow. Okay. Kind of surprised he did that. Most people, you know, they see the hiccup. Oh god. Just lets it fly. Oh man. Holy hell. Control like crazy though.
Round 3.
Ah, so left claw. 2 straight comebacks. Junya seems to always get off to a good start here. And then it just kind of falls apart, but so far working on a perfect. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't. Hook fist there. So bears are weird because they're not like, you know, Eddie or Ling where you always have to be mindful of yeah, I know. That's okay. He pulled it out. No commentator's curse on that round. But bears are weird in that you know, they can play standing most of the time, but that bear stance gets pretty low. It's not as crazy as Eddie or Ling, but you still kind of gotta be aware that bear players like to play tricky. And bears have weird hurt boxes. Really weird hurt boxes. Yeah, don't worry, Phil. A lot of people want to remember this guy.
You win.
Left claw. Gonna pull that out. The thing with bear stance is like when you go into it, right? So, like if you're always waiting for him to go into it, then I believe most of his stance transitions on blocking and punish. But, you know, if he opts not to do that, then you give away your turn. Because, I mean, I'm sure that's why Junya, in some of those, you know, some of those circumstances, was going for a challenge. But then the bear claw, or the bear stance just went right under it. So that hook fist was a really good example of that. But bear's hitboxes are weird, and I mean, I'm not saying, of course, that the bears are like the best characters in the game or anything like that, but I mean, you notice just how weird their hitboxes were, like things that you would expect most characters to have to block. You know, it's just like weirdly whiffing. I expect a switch to
Get ready for the next battle.
a switch here back to Eliza. And sure enough, there it is. That is a lot of wins for Left Claw, not gonna lie. And these are all like player lobby. Just the lobby totals, which I find is well, I shouldn't say that's too bad. So I know that I'm fairly certain that Left Claw plays the vast majority, if not all, of his matches online. So I'm sure he's getting lobby matches with a lot of people. Junya, on the other hand, you know, Chicago actually has an offline scene. Of course, he plays rank a lot, so ranked totals are pretty high. But that's a pretty big discrepancy, right? 1700 to 200. Oh god, going crazy here.
Way. Dark way.
Oh, spring kick. That's one of those weird circumstances where it did not work in favor of Bear. But the spring kick somehow hit him out of that spin, butt spin.
Dark way.
Oh, I should, I guess, change the title here to spring. So anyone who happens to come across it knows.
Fight.
so far. Junior looking pretty good. But honestly, he was looking really good with his, oh god, nice jump back. No break on the normal. He does have full bar, no block on the jumping low. Oh boy.
KO.
There's the
Round
comeback.
4. Fight.
I think, pretty sure you can duck that kick. 3-hit string. It's just to do the one little poke. String, no break on the 1+2. Wow. Tried to do the jumping hell sweep, but he was expecting a low, but didn't quite get it. Oh god.
Final round.
Junya, it's falling apart again. Oh, no break on 1+2. Now he's grabbing. Okay, kind of knew he was going to do that. Oh, just barely not close enough against the ball. I was going to say, we were talking about this earlier. You got to be careful about that low. She can do that EX swipe, wall splat. Barely missed it the first time, then went into a dive kick and just said, to hell with it, I'm going to do it again. But what I was going to say, though, is that Junior was looking good with his Jin. Like, just had, he would get these really awesome starts to the round, and then, I don't know, just would kind of fall apart, and Left Claw would just find his way back into the match. So 1-1. Now this is a similar situation to where when they played first time. Oh, excuse me. And Junya opted to try Katarina for the first match. Then he won the second match with Eliza, and then Left Claw won the third. Now this time that won't win the set. Oh snap. Thank you very much for the follow, Mr. the Troll Screed, or the Troll's Creed. I should say Mr. or Mrs. I don't want to assume. Thank you for following the channel. I do appreciate it. And I don't know if you like Heroes of the Storm. I mentioned this before, but I do play a little Heroes, so every night that I stream, I'll always start with Tekken, but if you like Heroes, you can always stick around. I'll do some of that. So we'll see if Left Claw can do it again and just kind of find a way back and win this match, get himself to set point. Now, to be fair to Junya, I mean, Junya looked really good. Like, Left Claw had to fight his way back into that previous match. He didn't win it, but it was very one-sided through the first 2 rounds, and managed to find a way to make some adjustments. But ooh, timing on her uppercut is weird. You gotta wait. Oh yeah, the rainbow skin. Very weird. Ooh, I think he could have launched that. Ooh, there's a dive kick. Okay. So I'm wondering, so Eliza doesn't have a hop kick. So like a lot of these situations, I feel like the answer would be hop kick, but I don't know her well enough to be like, oh yeah, instead of hop kick, here's what you should be using in these situations. But so Junya's just trying to claw. He's trying to poke his way out of it. We've seen some down forward 1s, down forward 4s. A couple dive kicks. Oh boy, the bait. The bait.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump back. I don't know if Left Claw was reacting to the jump back and thinking that he was going to do the DX dive kick, but That jump back, messed him up a lot. The raw jump back. Now that was a pretty close round though. Like Left Claw actually had the life lead for most of that round, I think. So. Oh wow, right over it. Okay. Boom. Alright, so pretty one-sided round there again. Blood Talon 94. So this is an online tourney. We had pools, round robin pools last week, and we are doing top 8 tonight. And just out of curiosity, Blood Talon, you aren't just because it's so close and I can't remember like what his Twitch handle is. You aren't Blood Hawk, are you? Because if you are, we actually have spoken. Nope, just like the name Blood Talon. Okay, cool. It's a cool name. I just wasn't sure. Because I feel like once upon a time, I don't know if he still does, but I felt like he followed the channel, but I cannot remember. Can't remember what his hand is. I will go ahead and update that. So Junior, 3 rounds straight. So he did his own adapting for that that match. But the previous match, you know, he was up 2 rounds pretty quick, and then it started to look dicey. So whatever you need to do, he got it done, and now he is on set point. But yeah, we do. Yes, it is on PS4. We've done a bunch of these so far. This is actually season 3, but you know, it's spread out over, you know, like a month long. This was only a 2-week thing because we didn't get a lot of people to sign up this time. But previous seasons, you know, it was like a month-long affair. We did, you know, a handful of pools over the course of each week. But this is the last one that I'm gonna be doing for a while. And there are prizes. Like first place gets $100, second place gets 50, third place gets 20, and then the rest of top 8 gets $10. At least those that show up or showed up. But I'm actually going to be, I've been reaching out to some East Coast people that I know, because I want to put something a little bit bigger together if I can. You know, no guarantees, of course, but I'd like to keep doing these. But in the meantime, you know, if you're interested in Tekken or whatever, I know there's a lot of channels out there, but I stream Monday through Thursdays normally. Tonight is kind of an oddity just because the top 8, but yeah, Monday through Thursday nights, I always start with Tekken and then switch over to something else sometimes. Typically Heroes, most recently. But.
Round 1.
But yeah, just an online thing, free to enter. All that good jazz. And this is Losers Finals. And Junior actually lost the previous set that they played earlier in the bracket, 2-1. But he might have been thrown off a little bit in that set because he didn't realize it was first to 2. So it depends. It depends on which one you're asking, because these I've basically been running these like as kind of a testing grounds to see how different things work. The first and second seasons were roughly a month long, about 4 weeks long, and then this season is only 2 weeks. Just because we had a lot less people. I tried a new like sign up method, and a lot less people signed up. So. Not that I think there was anything wrong in the method. I think it was more that I wasn't individually messaging people. But it be what it be. These observant people kind enough to enter.
Round 3.
They are reaping rewards. Right now, of course, Junior trying to get into that grand finals. Get his revenge match. Now this happened last season as well. So these two met in the grand finals of that bracket. And, they were perfect there for a second. Left claw. On his way. Couldn't quite complete the comeback. But last season, yeah, these guys met in grand finals and Left Claw won that set. But they faced again in grand finals and Junior reset the bracket. And no, these are usually not on Fridays. It just kind of depends. Like some of the pools and stuff have been on Fridays, and some have not. I have been trying to do it during the week because I don't want to enter. Like I like to have my own weekend free, and right now these guys are just kind of having some fun and trolling each other. But I like to have my weekends free, and I know many other people do as well. Not to mention there are other majors and stuff that is going on. So I don't want to interfere with that stuff.
You win.
I'll fit on you nice and slow.
Oh, Junior gets his revenge once again. And he will be chilling in winners. I'll give him an opportunity to say GG's. BS. Ooh, hold on. You guys need to see it. BS. BS. And okay, I'm gonna let him do it. I'm gonna let it fly. Because this Uh-oh. 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 These guys have some history. I'm gonna let them do this because this is about as Jerry Springer as we're gonna get. I'm gonna let him fly. Oh man. Because Left Claw, for those that don't know, so Left Claw has some history with like all the 20Z guys. Should I just tell him like, let me know when you're done? I was gonna let him know I'm gonna clip it. I don't care. This is cool. I think this is funny. It's always funny and entertaining to watch people go at it like this. Damn, he called him a bitch. He did it with an L. Alright. Damn. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna get In Veins in here. That was funny. I dig it. Oh, that's you gotta love it. Okay, let me update the shit here. You just gotta remember, like it's online and In Vain's gonna take a different route. He's already in the chat saying good luck. I can answer your question here in just a second. Whoa, what am I doing here? I just wanted to uptitle the spiking to. So here's the thing. So that clip is mostly just gonna be for you to do with whatever you want. Like if you want to, I don't know where you normally go, for like a board or whatever. Or, I don't. It doesn't matter. But I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, because if everything is okay up until one point in the set, there's really not much I can do. That's probably just a random spike. Because I'm not going to pick sides. I'm not going to say that one person has trash internet and the other one doesn't. But, you know, if it just happens in one moment, there's not much I can do. Sort of like when InVeins played Mr. J earlier. You know, Mr. J was having some difficulties because he felt that the connection wasn't very good, but it seemed like it was just between them. So, unfortunately, not much I can do. But anyway, to answer your question, Blood Talon, before I forget, so the sign up, we had a Facebook page, and initially the sign-ups were just, you know, people just had to post there. For this season that we're just ending, the sign-ups were on Challenge. The next season that I'm going to do, I don't know, because it'll probably be a little while before we do another one, because we dropped from like 35, 40 people down to less than 16 who were entering these. So so I don't know exactly how I'm going to do signups for the next one. I just kind of have to work some stuff out, and because what I want to do is, since these first 3 seasons have been in the Midwest, I want to kind of do some stuff in other regions and see if maybe we can get those going. And I know some people in the East Coast that have some pretty, or are part of pretty big scenes. So I want to see if I can get that started. So I'm not sure when the next one will be, but once I know, I mean, feel free to follow the channel. I need to update my channel description, but you can either go to the Facebook page and, you know, follow my channel from there. But once I know, because I want people to join, obviously, so I want people to sign up for it. So I have Twitter, you know, Facebook page, whatever. But as soon as I know, I will update like all those places. So because we have some interesting. We've had some interesting moments. We had one person that was arguably more mad than what you just saw Left Claw, because he kept getting reversals. So. But anyway, so we got. Oh, I should put just so everybody knows. Update the names. So we are in grand finals. And InVeins is on the winner's side. And it is still, of course, 4-3. But this will be our last go for tonight. So this is to determine. Now, of course, the loser still, you know, no matter what, both these guys walk away with at least $50. But whoever wins this will walk away with $50. Right now, InVeins looking pretty good. So I certainly hope there are no penalties, because InVeins is actually closer to Junia than Left Claw was. So Junia fighting back here, back against the wall. Gotta be real careful. Does it again. Nice. So not going down without a fight. One other interesting aspect of the online play, especially when you're doing competitive matches, is that as a player, you have to adapt to a connection that is not only changing within the match, but, you know, different players have different connections to one another. So, you know, the latency with this match is probably vastly different than what it was with Left. I'm not sure what Eliza's lost punches are, but pretty sure that sweep was one. Sure if he knows that stuff. Okay, weird wall splats. He doesn't get a full combo. No break on the walls too. Oh, nice. Down forward 1-2.
Final round.
Putting on the pressure. Junior fighting back here. Oh, okay. No counter. So silly. Testing out with the knee. Fireballs. He's got his own. Just with the dive kick. Just jab dive kick pressure. Nasty. That is going to be nasty as well. Oh, not quite close enough to get a full wall splat. Maybe it will. Back here. Oh, right into E. So in Veins, taking that first set, but Junior certainly making his heart skip a beat there for a second. We're talking about this a lot, but it would be so nice if there was a skip turn button. We actually talked about this quite a bit last night. We had a little lobby going, and as one of the other guys said, just like the little quality of life stuff would be really nice for the Tekken online stuff. So like having the choice, you know, to do like sets when people play, so like first to twos, first to three, rather than having to keep coming out to the lobby. It's also interesting that it's only if you make a two-man lobby that you can do a rematch. Like even if there's only two of you in a lobby, no matter how many empty spaces there are, like it won't let you just do a rematch. I'm sure that has something to do with like you know, checking to see if anyone else has joined the lobby, but still kind of weird. And yes, Glaze, you would be correct. He did beat Left Claw in the run back 3-1. And Junior, okay. Yo, what? All right, so you'll have to. So that's not cool, man. Like that's the one thing that I would not be cool with. So you'll have to. I'm guessing that was probably a PSN message or something. But anyway, whoa, why did the feed stop? Hold on. Because you guys don't see anything, right? You guys just see the loading screen. What just happened to my capture card? That is weird. Hold on, yeah, no signal. Hold on, let me try to reset it. That was very weird. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, because that's. I don't like to be an asshole, but there are a few things, not very many. They're rare, but there are a few things that that will not be tolerated, and that is one of them. And of course, my capture card is not working for some weird reason. Like, I can see it on my end, but for some reason it's not, Okay, what the hell? Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. That would be important. I really want to see that.
KO.
I didn't think that I would have.
Round
Never
4.
ever did I think that I would have.
Fight.
Oh my god, it froze again. Thank God it's well, I mean, it wouldn't affect the match anyway because it's not my PS4. Why does this keep freezing? Okay, so you'll have to is it muted or something? Or is it making a noise? Oh, yeah, because it reset itself. I don't know why it's doing this. It's just randomly, and Junia won the second. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hold on. There might be some cord issues. Yeah. Yeah, the N-word broke my capture card. There might be like a cord or something that's loose. I'm gonna check it. Okay, we'll see if it fixes itself here in a second. So, remove. We'll try to add it again. No signal. I'll move it to the right place here. Oh God, of course this would happen. Of course it would happen. Why? I mean, why wouldn't it happen? No reason for it not to happen. There we go. That is so weird. I don't know. Oh, damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me fix the... I'm sure the volume on it is like ridiculously high. It's all right. Listen, I'm not a professional streamer, but I'm a professional streamer. Right? So this is the kind of things that you have to worry about when you are professional, not professional. So here we go. So yeah, Junior won that earlier match. You guys didn't see it, but it was a blow up. 3-0. So but here we go. We're back. And he, of course, switched to Jin. Something about it. And your feeling is good.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
So pretty one-sided rounds, that one for Junia. Oh, God. Sidestep punch you. Like you could say in certain circumstances that that's better than Fangs. Man. Fangs has a bit more evasion on it, but Jin's has a little bit more power. You know one thing, like we've had so much going on that I just kind of forgot about it, but I have little clips and stuff for like perfects and all this other stuff. You know why I'm not using them? You know, we might have quite a few matches left, especially if you just to reset the bracket, so
Round 3.
Here we go. We're gonna try to make this a bit more entertaining. Ooh. Keep forgetting to turn off the damn vibration. Oh, nice, dude. So in vain, certainly trying to not make it easy. See if he can. Oh, nice challenge. Nice challenge. All right, and Junior. Junior gonna one away from resetting. Man, I feel so bad now. I didn't get to use all these clips. Hopefully we'll see one or two. Yeah, I'm sure Junior, well, it looks like he's kind of in the chat. He's there, but I don't know if he hears me or not, but I'll have to have a chat with him once we're done with all this stuff. But yeah, I guess just kind of a look into the crystal ball. You know, we're off, of course, tomorrow and Sunday. I'll be back Monday, and then we'll just kind of have the kind of a regular, I guess you could say, regular schedule going next week, starting next week. So just doing Monday through Thursdays. Next week will be really interesting because, like, not only, you know, the stream thing, but the Red Bull event next weekend. I'm really excited for that. Haven't seen those guys in a long time, or in a little while at least. And it would be pretty cool if they put me on the mic to commentate. Which, by the way, that reminds me. So thanks to Little Majin, he mentioned in his stream, or on his stream the other day, this channel. I don't know if anyone's heard of this, but I'm actually going to put the command here in chat. But I don't know if anyone's ever seen these, but you know, I feel like I have a good amount of knowledge about the game, but this guy does really, really, really thorough videos, and I'm going to be watching them this week quite a bit, because there are certain characters that I would just love to have really solid overviews that I don't know too well. But that guy's channel is awesome. So if you're looking to either get better at the game, or I don't know, if you're watching and you just maybe, I don't know, randomly just wanted to watch a Tekken stream and you don't play it, but that's like high level, like overview of the characters. So once upon a time, I wanted to do videos like that, but I did not have the time. Here we go. So in vain, switch into Devil Jin. So I'm curious if Geese is his main, or if someone else is. Because he doesn't. It's pretty obvious, it seems, that he doesn't play rank a whole lot. Because someone of his skill level should definitely be higher ranked.
Round 2.
But none of his, like, his Geese was what, like a Q or third Dan or some shit like that. So. But I know that Kansas City crew is pretty good. Oh, parried it. That was pretty sick. His movement is really, really crisp. Like, I noticed, like, especially when he was playing Paul, that his backdash canceling is good, but his wave dashing is really good too. Oh, no sweep. Shit is so cheap. So cheap. More L sweeps. L sweeps, so good. Jin having a really tough time adapting to this, at least with Jin. the last little bit of life here. Does have the rage. That's something. Get something started. Oh, ducked it. He knows. He knows. Junior kind of betting it all right there that he doesn't know. Didn't know, didn't know. Just didn't know. Just didn't know Jin very well. That was impressive. Switch to Devil Jin. Kind of a random switch, too. Like, Devil Jin is nothing like Geese. No, nothing like Geese. Like, they maybe share, like, a couple similarities. But the way you play them is completely different. But Devil Jin, interestingly enough, is, at least according to the little lobby information we have here, is, you know, his highest ranked character. So maybe Devil Jin is his main. I don't know. Certainly seems pretty good with them. It's also one of the reasons that you hear a lot of people say that rank doesn't matter. This guy is sitting at Vanguard and just handily, you know, I don't know what their connection is, but it just handily beat Junior's Jin. But it be what it be sometime, you know?
Get ready for the
So
next
this is
battle.
it. So Invains wins. He wins the whole shebang. And if Junior wins, he resets the bracket. Oh, wow. Katarina. Okay, so not going to go with Eliza. Interesting. Interesting. I figured that when it was game time and, you know, he needed to win, that it would always be Eliza, but that does not appear to be the case. I like this, though. Like these little, I don't know. I don't know if you'd call them counter picks, but these little character switches to try to gain some kind of an advantage. Now Katarina has some good tech crouching flows, so I don't know if he's maybe trying to think along those lines, but gotta be careful because Devil Jin has a lot of good mids too. Oh, nice block. Punish. Probably an accidental block. He's probably down there thinking about some offense. Runs into the 1-1-2. Ooh. These hop kicks. All right. Oh, and they are on the opposite side.
Round 2.
I just noticed that. Just noticed that. It's the first time I think Junior's been on the left side. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping. Yeah, I think so. Weird. Like I have the low latency on, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it's on. Oh, am I gonna get to use it? Oh, damn! I have the thing for perfect. Oh boy, nice block. Nice block.
Round 3.
I haven't taken that to the lab, so I don't know if you block the hell sweep, if it forces you to block the rest of it. But nice block, Augustine. So far, oh, bets it all, or not all, but bet a good chunk. 1-1-2ing all over the place. Damn, what was that? That was weird. All right, so now we got a double loser. Double loser bracket is reset. The bracket was reset. And I will have faith that these guys can count. And that they know what the count is. Oh, I did change indents. Forgot to update that. So that was the official bracket reset. Despite being online, I do feel like this is some high level play. This is fun to watch. And even with people dropping out of the event, this is still taking quite a ways. because we started what at 8 o'clock, and when they get finished, I don't think it'll be 11, but it'll be really, really close to 11 o'clock. So that's just under 3 hours for a standard 8-man bracket with 3 people DQ'd. So that's kind of funny. 5-man bracket basically is 3 hours. Granted, we were running one set at a time, so that kind of happens. All right, so here we go. So I'm not entirely sure why, but Junia suddenly switching sides and is on the left side, the 1P side for some reason for us. And In Veins making yet again another character switch. And he's going to give it a go with Paul here. Did have success, of course, with Paul when he played Left Claw. Although there were some whispers about some connection stuff. And that's why he went to Paul. So I don't know if that's the case here. Because they both seem to have been doing pretty good in terms of reacting to stuff. Tried to get a fancy combo there. Which, by the way, you don't need for maybe some of you newer players. You don't need to do that. Or anybody, or for most people, most characters, I feel. Just kind of leaving the potential for drop combos pretty high. Right now, this Katarina pick looking strong. A little slow on the whip punish there. I thought it was That's so cheap. Instant 50-50.
Round 2.
So silly.
Fight.
So far, Junia's Katarina putting in work. Putting in a lot of work. Oh, nice both there. Not going to get to the wall. Going to go for Oki. Follow. Okay. I don't see like really a lot of people punishing that. So Katarina's down forward 2-2 is punishable. It's the punishable, I do believe. Because her other option down forward 2-4 is duck it. Right now. Oh, nice. I like the option. I know that In Veins just kind of ran into it, but power crushes in clutch time. We dig it. Now that is a deceptive move, but that is not punishable for sure. Oh, just sticking it out. Can he finish the combo? That's the question. Yep, not going to take a chance. Full circle back 4 into Death Fist. Let's go. Can he make it the full comeback? That is the question. Her character model looks so goofy when she's back at cancel. Like the stutter is just weird. The jiggle physics, as they would say. It doesn't look natural. In Veins, kind of slow playing it. So far does have the advantage. Junia challenge after the down forward 1. Not gonna work out for him. Oh boy, but it hit off access, so no combo follow up. I don't know what her Death Fist punishes, to be honest. Down forward 2 maybe, if it's close enough. I don't know if she can punish it. Ooh. Lots of offense right there, and Junior right back. Alright, for the first time, Junia is leading in a set that hasn't finished. So, I know there's a lot of caveats in that sentence, but the only time he led during the first set was when he won it. So, off to a good start here. This Katarina pick. least so far, it seems like In Veins is the kind of guy that won't freak out if he loses. Sure, he'll be disappointed. He wants to win, but gotta keep things in perspective. We'll see though if he switches characters again, maybe. Because I don't know if he was feeling lag and switched to Paul because of that, or if he thought, you know, that Paul was really going to be a good matchup against Katarina. We've seen, I think, I was going to say not on every loss, but only once so far, because they've been going back and forth pretty much. And only one time at the very beginning when we started this set, or sets, was there not a character switch on a loss. And that was, I think, the first time In Veins lost, he stuck with Geese. And we are not going to see a character swap again. He's going to stick with Paul. I'm curious. I wish that we had like people on the mic, like, you know, with offline you can just kind of go up and ask people, but I'm really curious, like what's going through their mind, like the decision making process when they stick with certain characters over others. Because I know, you know, Junya, Katarina is like a secondary character for him, so he plays her quite a bit. What's up, Pure Funked in the chat? Hey, dude, I got a new emote. New emote. Ho, 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 ho. Love that face. Junior just right back at it with the pokes. That is Katarina's strength. Such a good poking tool set. Down for a 2-2 natural combo. Like, what can you even say? Like, he's just death by 1,000 cuts, you know? And Paul is cheap because he doesn't need to do that, but he just gets 2 death fists and you're dead. But right now. So I made it, and it's yeah. I just like felt really bad for having you know, a sub button and subs and not having an emote. So, and I knew that I wanted that to be my first emote, and I just kind of, I don't know. All I did is I took the photo and I just took that little part of it and then I just resized it and that's all I did. So I was like, well, I just need to put something together real quick. So there's hold on, I'm gonna put it in my chat again. Oh, it does have the white background. Damn. I was hoping that was transparent. Oh well. And right now though, In Veins trying to get himself on the board. Nice block. Of course, that is launch punishable. Not a safe move in the slightest. All these guys playing pretty pokey, pretty defensive. Nice magic forward. That should get really close to the wall. Okay, not quite. You'll have to, you have to tell me how to do that, because I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to do that. Because I don't think Paint, and Junya did just win that, I don't think Paint lets you do that. So this Katarina pick, looking real good so far. Real good. Set point. In Veins, you know, made the decision to stick with Paul. And it really didn't go well the first match. And went a little better, I guess, this second match, but not even close enough to close it out. So, download GIMP. Alright, I will make a note of that. Download GIMP. Okay. So here we go. So all the way from the losers bracket. Junior. Now, granted, not a big bracket, but obviously, especially the way that In Vains is playing right now, not not the easiest thing to do.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right. Jeez, like I don't feel like I should be as tired as I am. And back to Devil Jin. I do feel of all the characters he's played so far, he's looked the best with Devil Jin. And I know that the match that he played against Katarina did not go well. But I still feel like so far he's played the best with Devil Jin. It also doesn't hurt that Devil Jin is top tier. So if he's going to have, most people consider him the best in the game. I don't know if I'm in that group, but I know he's really good. And yeah, most people, myself included, would consider him better than Katarina for sure. So if he's going to win, so be it. Now he's got a tough task ahead of him because he's got to win 3 straight. Now Junior just did it, but you gotta try to reverse broom it. See what's up. Alright, so Junior with the red dress. Wow, into the snakes. Yep, I was going to say, I knew he was going to do something into the rage. Kind of surprised he did a back one, not just went into it. But unfortunately, it seems like things are not going in Vains' way. Just like those little things. And that was a pretty decent comeback. I think Junior kind of flowcharted into it for a second. Didn't really consider the float. Ooh, 2 break, very nice. Kind of a poke back. Oh god, Snake's Edge again. Oh, can't let those hit you.
KO.
Can't let those hit you.
Round 3.
And this could be it, Junior. Looking for lights out. Looking for lights out. Is he gonna get it? Yeah, that's true. Snake's Edge is definitely tough. Oh no. That is no doubt. Just a little bit more to go. Oh no. Oh, tricked him out. And that will do it. And I have a little special thing. I hope that this isn't super fucking loud. Because if it is, I gotta let them know. Yes, very entertaining. Yeah, I think Phil said it best. It is unblockable online. It is tough. But okay, so everyone kind of cover your ears here for a second. Let me see if I can find it. Do I not have it anymore? Son of a bitch. I really don't have it. That makes me mad. So I had a video. Oh, here it is. Found it.
He beats
Alright,
me.
here we go. You guys ready for this?
Straight up. Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Here we go. No, that was for Junior. That was for Junior. Although that could go for In Veins as well. In Veins is getting paid as well. So that will conclude tonight's Tekken. But congratulations to Junior. I'm gonna shut down my shit here. So we are disbanding. I'm gonna go back to the main. So this is my main overlay. Alright, we're just gonna turn it off. Okay. So, congratulations to Junior for winning that. It was a very close first set. I mean, it was 3-2 for the reset. And then he found some mojo with his Katarina and was able to finish it out. But so Junior will be getting $100. He's used to that. He's won before. In Veins will be getting $50. Left Claw will be getting 20, and then everyone else will be getting 10. And I've just ended the tournament. Officially ended the tournament on Challenge, so all the full results will be there. And yeah, if you're new to the stream, definitely give me a follow. We'll be doing lots of Tekken, playing lots of Tekken. I'm actually considering, while I try to get things ready for the next season of this stuff, which might take a while, I think I'm thinking about it. No guarantee, but I'm thinking about starting up the podcast again. We'll see if we can do that, because what I want to do is kind of take a different approach to it this time, and still get like some of those high level players on the podcast, and then but don't just do like a standard, this is what you do with this character kind of thing, but just kind of go through like their process and how they practice and how, like, what things they're looking for and everything. But I have to be able to get like a hold of enough people, and we'll see how that works. But so that's in the future. But Monday through Thursday nights I stream. I start with Tekken, and then after a while I might switch to something else. But I will be playing lots of Tekken. You guys might see me on the Red Bull stream next weekend when they do that thing in Minnesota. But otherwise, what else? I think that's it. Thanks everybody for playing. I really appreciate it. I know that not a lot of people signed up. And then we just got like a bunch of weird random stuff that happened. Like my capture card just decided to not work and freeze and whatever. So like weird stuff like that. But we made it through it. Relatively painless. So yeah, it's been fun. And then yeah, we'll just keep going. So what I've been trying to do in the meantime here is I've been trying to host people. Because I've been really lazy with that, and I need to not be lazy with that. Hey, why don't you guys watch Gamble, right? Gamble's cool. I don't know who hosted him, though. He normally does. He has a lot of viewers right now. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that people will come back hungry. But in the meantime, so I actually might stream again tonight, but if I do, it's going to be a different game. It's going to be Heroes. But right now, I want to take a break for a little bit, probably a significant length, so I don't want to do like a BRB screen. So instead, I am just going to send you guys over to another channel that I like. And right now, that is going to be Gamble. So let me make sure everything's good to go. Oh, you know what's funny? I should watch his stream anyway, because I'm a fucking mod. I got a sword. I got a sword in his chat. I can cut people up. It'll be great. But if you guys haven't, if you, obviously most of the people in this chat, if not everybody, know who Gamble is. But he's a cool guy, deserving of our attention. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a host. And with that, if I do end up streaming and some of you come back, I'll see you later. Otherwise, yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and a good weekend. And I'll see you when I see you. Later.